Oh, dude, I know what that is.
Whoa, dude! Welcome home, Red Pack. It's your boy Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, a channel where I collect absolutely everything from the late 90s, 2000s, and I'm also trying to create the world's biggest Spongebob and Nickelodeon collection. And I have a dog that is very, very, very grateful, just as much as myself, maybe, for all your guys' kind words.
Nice to see you, pretty baby.
You guys are absolutely amazing. Daisy is doing so well. She's actually bounced back from the surgery, like, amazingly, thankfully, and we're hoping that continues. And she loved all of her toys. And we did a whole video that was dedicated to Daisy called Daisy's Day, where we just did a whole adventure about Daisy. But I almost forgot something. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and if you guys aren't, you know the drill. Nickelodeon mail time flip.
Hi, Stickly here, standing on top of all your letters. Whew, sure is high up here.
But today's video was all about you guys, because we are going to be going through fan mail. So over here we have all of these awesome boxes filled up with you guys in the Comfort Cartoon community. You guys go insane in the fan mail, like literally like 70 to 80% of the fan mail comes from Comfort Cartoons. We're going to be going through all the awesome stuff that you guys at home sent over for the collection. And if you're new here on how fan mail works, we're going to be labeling it using either a tag or a sticker of some kind, and we will be marking it with your name so you will forever, Brian, zoom me out, forever, further, forever be immortalized in the collection by having your name attached to your item. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. Let's start with our first package. Let's check it out. Okay, so we got the first package right here. This one came from Eddie Bowling. Let's go ahead and get into it. One item I already can't believe is Karate Chopper Spongebob. This thing is extremely rare and hard to find. I almost literally never seen it sealed before. The only time I've ever seen it is, if anything, was, I was gonna say the Karate Chopper Spongebob, like this little mini toy. That's similar. If you look at the back image, you can see it better. I wonder if the one with the karate hat ever even existed, or it was just this one they referenced it off. But it is extremely hard to find. And again, Eddie Bowling, thank you so much. He's somebody in the Comfort Cartoon community. And just like with anybody who sent fan mail today, thank you guys so much. We're gonna continue to go through all this awesome stuff. But here's a little clip of all the boxes that I didn't get to last fan mail. By the time that I did the fan mail, my entire car was filled again. But if you send something, you might have to wait till the next one, which might be sooner than usual. So if you see your package there or you didn't see it get open, it's gonna be in the next one, I promise. As long as it got here. If your package got stuck in the Midwest and the truck exploded, then that's not on me. That's on the Midwest. The Midwest could do better. But the Karate Chopper has an awesome feature. When you twist his body, it's got classic audio from different episodes. But not just that, he sent in a Bugs Bunny from Toon Squad. The original version of this does have a jersey on, but either way, this is absolutely awesome. It's something I'm gonna cherish always. Thank you so much, Eddie. And of course, gonna go into the Cartoon Network room. I gotta put him up there somewhere. He sent a open copy of Buzz Lightyear and Star Command, which is absolutely awesome because I do have this movie sealed. Oh, and this thing is crispy too. It even has the original ad in here, dude, for spirits. But on the back here, we have Shrek, El Dorado, a bunch of other classics. But let's go ahead and put this back together. Man, it has everything in here. It has the Disney Magic movie rewards. I literally forgot these things even existed. Holy crap. Get a Toy Story 2 ad. This is just crazy. Like, I love all the advertisements back in the day. Let's go ahead and put this back inside because we would not be able to see this in mine because it's sealed. So all that stuff's gonna be labeled next. We're gonna do that at the end. Let's check out what else. This I love, and that is the Backyardigans Adventure Begins. So this must have been a promotional DVD for when the Backyardigans was coming out, and they had 4 songs on it kind of to promote the show. That's actually really amazing. I don't even know where you would have got this. I don't know, maybe it was in a Nick Jr. magazine at some point in time. Who knows? And I gotta say that I think that like the Backyardigans is a perfect representation of like the Nickelodeon spirit, like kind of like the Rugrats, like their childhood imaginative ability just lets them completely be immersed in these crazy worlds that they create for themselves. But that's not it. We also got season 1, volume 1, disc 1. But the thing I love about this the most is the freaking Squidward, dude. They were in a band together and they didn't know like what was the point of the band. They thought they were really good musicians, but look at the band's name.
Yeah, I pointed in the patty.
Nobody got a clue about that. Awesome artwork. I think this went inside of a bigger disc DVD, but either way, we don't have this one in particular, so why not? And then we got freaking Travis Knott. I definitely would have been like him, honestly, though, all tatted up in these stickers. And on this back, we got all the pictures of them as well, so you can see them a little bit better. Classic Nicktoons characters. Awesome to see it. And not just that, we got some Space Jam pins, which is so cool. For the 25th anniversary, too, which is unbelievable. So let's go ahead and put that to the side. Let's check out the letter. It says, your friend, Eddie B. So thank you so much, Eddie B. And I mean, if you're on this channel, you're more than your friend, you're family. So thank you so much. Whoa, I almost forgot. He also sent these 2 Lego figures in there, SpongeBob and Patrick. You don't find those things really easily, so thank you so much. That's definitely gonna be going up on the shelf today too. Okay, so we got everything labeled for you, Eddie. On the inside of the Buzz Lightyear, we got it right there. And for the tattoos, we got it up here. Space Jam got it back there. And then on the disc, we've got it in here as well. And on the backyardigans, we got it right here on the back. But it is minimally stuck, so that way it won't leave a lot of adhesive on this either. And then both Bugs Bunny and also SpongeBob are labeled with tags as well wrapped around them. That way they don't get any adhesive on them at all. And then we've got these Lego figures, which I didn't label because they were just a little too small. All right, and the next one comes from Christian Q, which is really cool because actually on Anime Avenue, he one time requested for me to say my intro, Kurama is my sensei, to rhyme it with the normal intro. And I actually did do it for him. I thought it was a really clever idea and I knew he would appreciate it. Let's go ahead and check this out. First, non-Nick, but just nostalgic based. He actually sent over a Five Nights at Freddy's plush. I am not super familiar when it comes to like the later Five Nights at Freddy's characters, but it's some version of Freddy Fazbear, I believe. But I used to be a huge fan when it came to like the first 3 games, I'd say. So awesome plush. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to all of you beautiful people for being a part of this channel and also spending your time here. I appreciate it so, so much. I love every single one of you guys. And every single time I do one of these fan mail videos, like I say, it's unbelievable how thoughtful and kind you guys are. Anybody wants to send anything on fan mail, the PO box will be on screen right here. Let's check out the rest of what Christian sent because he kind of went a little the troll route. He sent me a Christmas Paw Patrol bag and he sent me a Marshall plush. This plush comes from the Paw Patrol movie, which is so cool. Like, I don't know if it was in theaters or not, but that's crazy. But the trap here is that like I can't get, and I never will, get rid of anything from fan mail. Another additional part to us labeling it is so that way I know which one's which, because I mean, if I ever get a double of something, sometimes I'll put it up on Whatnot or I'll put it in storage, but if it has a label on it, I know which one was the original one that got sent in fan mail. And I never get rid of anything in fan mail ever. So the thing is like I can't get rid of this. I'm stuck with the paw. All right, so he also sent cologne that was smelling like some Naruto characters, which actually did smell very good. So thank you so much for sending these over. But he also sent over the SpongeBob greeting cards, which are really cool. He sent Scooby-Doo stamps, which are so cool. Like, I'm not a stamp collector, but funny enough, my great-grandfather actually used to be a serious stamp collector. So much my mom still has those stamps. So I might as well continue the tradition with my first stamps ever, Scooby-Doo stamps. Thank you so much. And then he also sent in some Slush Puppy candy spray, which is super nostalgic. I used to have that at my high school, which is so cool. But in Disney, he also sent over a copy of Beauty and the Beast, the soundtrack. So I'll definitely be giving that one a listen for sure in the variety room. And right here is an actual reproduction of one of the film reels of The Jungle Book. So that is just super, super thoughtful. All of this stuff is just so right up my alley. So thank you so much. Definitely got to label this stuff. Let's go ahead and do that real quick and we'll get to the next one. And also there's 2 boxes that weren't in this fan mail that had so much stuff in them that they're going to be their own separate videos. So just be prepared. Be prepared for your own dedicated video. And we're gonna do yellow just because I think Belle has one of the best dresses of any Disney princess. So we're gonna go and do that for her. But that also might just be because of my yellow character addiction that I didn't realize I had until I was older. Okay, so we got everything labeled for Christian. And we even got this Hot Wheel that he sent as well. He sent over a Frieza Funko Pop too, but you'll see that over on Anime Avenue. We'll be adding it to the collection. We got the Merry Christmas bag labeled right down here. We have the Jungle Book film reel labeled right here. We got the Beauty and the Beast labeled right here in the back. We got this one labeled right here. And then for both the plushies, we got them attached to their tags right there. Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate it so, so much. And so stick around, Christian, and everybody else. We add this stuff to the collection along with everything else. Let's get into the next one. But again, thank you so much, Christian. Okay, and the next one was sent over in the box by a Paul Faircloth, but I do remember possibly that somebody else could have sent it, and this was just like their husband. Can't remember exactly, but let me know in the comments down below. but they sent over Rigby. I mean, the regular show merchandise has always been a little rough, but I gotta say I like this one a lot. It kind of reminds me of those old Simpsons plushies. Like they made the tag their item basically, which is really cool. But this is from a Hot Topic, dude. Like I wouldn't have expected regular show to have been under this Hot Topic logo. I would have expected it to be like the flaming like stripes, but this thing was on sale at one point in time for $6.48. We got Rigby right here. So for right now, we will label it as Paul Faircloth. But again, if you want to let me know, I can actually change out the tag at any point. So let's go ahead and label this guy up. All right, so I went for green on this one. And it's Paul Faircloth right there on the tag as well. So thank you so much, Paul, or whoever possibly sent it. And if it was you, Paul, thank you again so much. Okay, the next items came over from Zachary Smith, otherwise known as the legendary Zachary Smith, absolute legend in the community. But he sent some very unique items. He actually sent me my very own ocean telescope, which is just freaking perfect for any SpongeBob fan. It works so well that you can only use this thing outside, because right now I'm looking at the Nickelodeon sign and I can see the spit of the guest that walked into the Nickelodeon store in 1995. Absolutely awesome. Gonna be keeping this in the collection, gotta label it, but this is actually gonna be the only item that comes into the room for right now, and that is this nautical compass. I just think is so freaking sweet. I couldn't even begin to tell you how this thing works, but there's all these different metrics that you can actually adjust with. It's a sundial compass, and also I believe you can tell what time it is. It's got a lot of different features to it. It's absolutely amazing, but I think it would look really, really cool over in our gold section. And what I want to do, one of my dreams to have in here is to get an actual like window porthole for a ship. They have some that you've seen online, like these ones on Etsy where they have like SpongeBob portholes. Absolutely awesome. But one of my dreams is to get an awesome high quality brass nautical window to put into the wall somewhere, kind of get a little peek into Bikini Bottom. If you guys want to see that, let me know. I mean, obviously those windows are like $800 to like $1,000, but man, they're beautiful and definitely fit the aesthetic. But we're gonna add both these in the collection. Let's label them. Thank you so much, the legendary Zachary Smith. We got yours labeled right here on both of them. Thank you so much. Very unique items. You also sent a chest full of world traveling coins. So this guy's totally trying to deck me out into like a pirate lifestyle, so I appreciate it. All right, so we got two packages right here, and both of them come from the same people, and that is a father and daughter duo, which is Jason and also Emma Jean. So thank you so much. I appreciate this. Welcome to the rep pack. Welcome to the community. I love seeing dads that take a huge role in their kids' lives. I just think it's awesome and inspiring when dads spend time with their kids. So let's go ahead and check it out. We got a lot of books here, so let's just start with that stuff. So first off here, the Dora the Explorer sticker by number activity book. We've got the Blue's Clues Let's Paint, where you actually can add just water and paint the pictures in there. We got the SpongeBob says reading comprehension workbook. I mean, if you're gonna have homework, I would rather it be SpongeBob homework. I was a teacher, I would definitely make these printouts rather than these printouts, these unidentifiable chubby kids that look like they could be an Arthur. Why did every cool project have like that certain like 2D animation style? All right, and then the next one we got right here, we got another jumbo color activity book. We've got a Halloween themed one, which is awesome. I think we have this figure, dude, right here. That is like identical. That is incredible, but not just that one. The Patrick's a little bit different, but the same, dude. Like, that is awesome. Sometimes when you see a design, whether it be for somebody's album, whether it be for somebody's painting a car, whatever they design it off, it seems like how could they have come up with that from scratch? But a lot of times they do have references to work on to make that work. So just an open door of opportunity that anything can be done. And that's one thing I always want to pitch on this channel, is that with enough creativity, enough thought, you can make anything happen, but you got to keep your mind open, because it's very easy to close doors for yourself in your mind when you see everything as an intimidating task. All right, enough of that preaching. Next one we got here is a SpongeBob activity water paint book, similar to the Blue's Clues one. They went all out and they found us like every activity book they had to have had. And we got the gigantic coloring book, because this one wasn't jumbo enough apparently, so they had to make a gigantic one. We have a a Spanish copy of the Blue's Clues Learn to Play Scholastics book. Absolutely awesome. And a fun little fact to enter into the video right here, Dora the Explorer teaches English everywhere else besides in America.
¿Dónde vamos? ¡A salvar las paredes! Where are we going? ¡A
Every time I've talked about Dora, it's always in regards of her Spanish heritage. For the rest of the world, she has an English heritage. That's crazy. The next one we got is a Shimmer Shine book, which is, again, I love stuff like this because these are technically Nickelodeon numbers towards our world's biggest collection. Thank you so much. Then we got a Garfield book, which is not technically Nickelodeon at this point in time, but of course you guys know that he is as of 2016. Awesome little golden book there. Then we've got one more, which is the Maze Activity book. Dude, they found everyone. We've done these hunts before, and I think over a period of like a year, we've seen a lot of activity books. That's all of them. Like, they found all of them.
They completed the activities.
Exactly. And then we've got two more, and that is the Blue's Clues Grab and Go, and also the Blue's Clues Searching for Shapes. Oh, you've already had an attempt at this one before. I'll give you another chance. So I can't tell you right now what the answer is. The answer is right below it. It says, can you see the rectangle?
I don't know, like the outline kind of tells me that it's not it. The ear.
The ear. That's the rectangle.
That's the rectangle.
You don't know nothing about Blue's Clues and you. The rectangle was right here. The actual question is the rectangle, you fool. And then we got another book, which is, oh my God, Ryan, bring in the nostalgia way. Okay, we got the Hall Monitor book, dude. Absolutely awesome. Dude, what did I tell you about books when I was a kid?
You never read them?
No, well, I didn't tell you that. Told my teachers that.
And they told me that.
But I told you I didn't read them unless they had pictures in them, like some pictures. And I remember that it had just enough for me to get that sweet retrieval with a little artwork right there. So you got the awesome artwork illustration. That's just super nostalgic for me. It's in great condition as well. It's a Scholastics book. I remember picking this up at the book fair. Thank you so much. Next up, we got Triton's Revenge, which is actually kind of a harder one to find. Let's check it out and see if the disc is in there. And oh, the disc is actually immaculate. And the reason why Triton's Revenge is actually a little bit hard to find is because it comes in a 3-pack or a 2-pack. So that's how typically most people got it, but it's actually kind of hard to find the individually packaged Triton's Revenge. So thank you so much. If you guys haven't seen Triton's Revenge, it's a really, really good story. But to be honest, like the whole like story kind of like seems like it's gonna teach him one big lesson, and then it kind of doesn't. But I won't spoil it too much. Go ahead and check that out. And then next up, we got the Peppa the Pig sticker activity book right there, of course. Then we've got a Woody where you can actually make your own 3D molded figure of Woody, which is kind of cool. But you went insane. This is 2 boxes from them. So thank both of you guys so much again, Jason and Emma Jean. But my favorite thing in this particular box, I gotta say, is the Torgas Ninjas 2. Dos Torgas Favoritas Fantásticas de la Pizza. Yeah. Gotta learn Spanish, you wanna know what I'm saying. All right, and he sent over this Buzz Lightyear figure as well, but it did get broken in his shipping, but I wanted to share it. And that is it for their first box. Let's go ahead and check out the other one, which came in an awesome box. It came in this Powerpuff Girls, like, Townsville Before Bedtime, like, box set that it came in. But let's check it out. We have some more awesome books in here. Right here, we got Tricked or Treats. Oh, wow, and the art quality is really, really good, and it kind of feels almost semi-modern. Unbelievable, and oh my God, can we get that as a freaking Funko Pop already? Tommy in a Reptar costume, that is needed, so bad. Awesome book, and man, there's some more books in the back that we actually don't have in the collection, so it just shows you how much stuff we still need to get out there, but awesome. But the next thing up we got is Little Bill, man. This is our first Little Bill item in the collection. Absolutely awesome. Oh my gosh, I did not write that, so they must have wrote that. That is so freaking cute. But his mom was always so freaking nice to him, and was just such a good mom. It was awesome as a kid to be able to see a family of color with a sense of normalcy. With, you know, there was no gimmick as to the fact that they were of a different culture. It was just a show, and I appreciated that. So absolutely awesome to add to the collection. The Never Ending Stay, which I already know that's gonna be an interesting episode, because who is he? Yeah, I just gotta find out. Well, usually anybody that's the character but a goatee, what does that mean?
Duplicate.
Or evil.
Twin.
Evil twin. So, we got to the end of the book, and it never changes. This is SpongeBob's cousin, Todd. Canonically, in the book, at least. So, at the end, he basically tries to be him, and they ends up just kind of driving him crazy. So, he kicks Todd out of the house. And then they go over to Patrick's house at the end of the book. And then it says, that's when Patrick's cousin, Ed, begins his 4-week stay in Bikini Bottom. So, now Patrick's got a cousin, too. cousin Ed. All right, then next up, we've got the Seaworthy songs right here. Awesome. And then we've got 2 Scooby-Doo books, Map in the Mystery Machine, and also Howling on the Playground. And if you guys want to know, this channel is giving me the unique ability to slowly be able to read upside down. We got a lot of stuff to label, but shout out and thank you so much to From IRW on your box. But we're gonna go ahead and label it with Jason and Emma Jean. Hopefully that's okay with you. If you want me to put IRW on there, I'll definitely do that. But again, thank you so much to Jason and Emma Jean. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are the best. And again, with these fan mail videos, just expect me to say thank you and grovel on the floor in gratitude, because I just never can believe this. Thank you guys so much. And I know we're forgetting the color on some of these guys just because we got to get through all of these, but I'm picking them still based off of what I think would be the best. But we're gonna do blue for Jason and Emma Jean. Okay, so the next one comes over from my friend Fausto. He actually worked at the same store that I did a long time ago. I used to work at a store called Kmart, which is just crazy because working at Kmart was literally working in the 90s. Like, he could attest to it. Every machine there, the walls, the displays, everything was like old from like the 80s and 90s. So that kind of vibe in the store was always there. But I left the store and then he was there up until the point where they closed the store. He actually showed a picture of the entire shelves being stripped out when there was tons of junk all over the floor. So he picked some stuff out though that he put in this box that he found in all that mess. And I'm gonna share some of that stuff with you guys. Let's show off the new stuff he sent though first, and that is the Munchkins board game. I love the cover right here. That is actually the patty bolt, but they actually just took all the patties out and loaded it with like dollar bills, which is kind of crazy. And the whole card game works back here with these different cards, different characters, of course. I'm not really 100% sure how to play the game, but we're definitely gonna label it for Fausto, and thank you so much. Awesome. And for sure, one of my favorites, just so nostalgic, is the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated Lunchbox. You don't get really much more collectible when it comes to animation than a lunchbox. But if you pop this open, not just that, Fausto also sent a rainbow pen, and then we've got some Scooby-Doo dice, and we've got some SpongeBob dice, which is awesome because they're regular dice sets, and you can use them for any board game. It's interchangeable, so you can use it for Monopoly, you can use it for Yahtzee. Yahtzee's mainly dice. Yeah, exactly. So you can use that for that as well. All right, but this is all stuff that came from the bottom of the floor out there, so unbelievable. This is history, and I'm gonna be keeping this all in the collection, of course, because it's even more important to me that I was walking through the store, and this is under my feet, and I didn't even realize it. We have a SpongeBob birthday banner from 2012, and then this stuff is a little nasty or a little bit more gritty. We have the Rugrats in Paris movie. Can you believe that this was under the shelves? That's nothing more perfectly on brand. And it had the whole call to order in the back. It's a little bit grimy, but not as grimy as some things are. You'll be able to see this was under the shelf a little bit better on this book right here, and that is the Beckett Pokemon book. And you can see right here, you can see some of the old mold and mildew stains. Let's see some of the prices. I want to see what the prices are on these cards. Oh my god, I found it. So this book goes way back, guys. So these are some of the original designs of Pokemon. They all are a little off because these were all based off of what somebody who had been to Japan had drawn to kind of represent, like almost like artist renditions of those designs, because the internet wasn't so accessible at that time to where you can just go, oh, Japanese Gen 2 images, boom, all of them. This was the only way to go see something like what they were gonna look like. So this is the Pokemon price guide and checklist for first edition Wizards of the Coast base set. So for reference, a Charizard Holo Rare and a PSA 10 goes for what, 300,000, 400,000?
Yeah, it's give or take, like depending on the season right about now.
Yeah, like a
300K.
house. But even on the low end, you pick a Blastoise PSA 10, you're still talking about $50,000 to $100,000. The complete set, first edition, every card for $1,000. And that at that time would have been like, whoa.
Yeah, I even had my jaw dropped. Like $1,000 back then was crazy, but they knew the hype.
Unbelievable. Just so many cool things to look at, and the fact that it was right underneath my feet for all those years, unbelievable. Thank you so much. And we have some other smaller odds and ends in here. We got like a Pokemon booklet down there, a SpongeBob golf ball you can kind of see, but that is it. I'm not gonna grab that stuff out because that stuff is super gritty, but thank you so much to Fausto for sending this over. You're definitely gonna see me add this to the collection, of course, that board game. All right, so we got all the items labeled for you, Fausto. We got it right there. We got it right here in the back of the Munchkins. We got it back here on the back of the pin. We got it right here in the back of the magazine, right there, and on both sets of the dice you sent. All right, guys, so this was actually sent over by the legend, York Peppermint Maddie. He is an icon on this channel. Everybody that sends fan mail all the time eventually ends up with their own special name. name, but once I give you a special name, you gotta make sure you tell me in the next video. But he sent over the original Rugrats the movie soundtrack, which is a banger. Ryan's gonna play you a couple of the clips on screen right here. Absolute banger of a soundtrack. Awesome. We have songs by freaking Backstreet Boys and No Doubt. Like, this is just such a 90s album. Absolute banger. Thank you so much for sending this over. And check it out. So it looks like the disc has actually been drawn on, which is okay. And you got your classic booklet, man. See, your songs on iTunes don't come with booklets with information about each song. Now, do they? It is awesome. This is all this information that's displayed on the back of the disc. So that is the whole disc right there. I can't believe we didn't have this in the collection. So thank you so much, York Peppermint Maddie. This next package comes over from Elizabeth, so thank you so much, Elizabeth, for sending this over. Since she's a huge Hey Arnold fan, which I am as well, because it comes with both the movies and the complete show, along with, dude, guess what? The pilot episode. I've never seen the pilot.
Oh, come on, Arnold. You're not gonna get killed.
I'm excited to see that. It has a claymation short of Arnold's escape from church, along with the Jungle Book movie development art. Gonna pop this open later for sure, but I was looking at the back here, and there's 2,526 minutes of content. So that means in order to watch all of Hey Arnold, including the movies and the special content, it would take you 1 day and 2/3 to watch everything. It is unbelievable how much content there is for Hey Arnold. An amazing series. And honestly, sometimes I forget how long running of a show it was. So I'm so glad to have this all together. Everything that involves Hey Arnold media on one box. Sweet. So we got this one labeled for you right there, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got another small one, and this one came in from Ian Orchard, and this is absolutely awesome. This is from the Nickexpression line. During the mid-2000s, Nickelodeon released the Nickexpression line, which is basically bringing Nick into the office or the workspace. So this is actually a stack of stickers. So basically, you have all these different stickers inside of there. If you look inside this one in particular, you can see different characters' names and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you could actually dispense these stickers on your keychain. You could be like a little Cosmo and Wanda yourself, granting wishes of people's stickers. Really unique idea. And what's kind of cool is you get a free collectible card inside of here. So apparently inside of here is a collectible card on top of that. This is all in our Nella folder section, so stuff that was able to fit inside of a folder. But this one came from Martin Garcia, and he actually sent Rugrats #1 by Kaboom Comics. We do actually have this featured in the background over here. I'll grab it for you. Ours is a graded copy right here, and this is the variant cover that was done by Matt Frank. But I never had the regular copy of the book, and this is the first issue to come out. So I think this could have even possibly led to the Paramount Plus show. I mean, if you look at the art style for Chucky, and then the fact that like Chaz has an actual iPad, that for sure for me confirms that this is what had inspired or what they based the Paramount Plus show off of. So awesome book to have in the collection just for that archival reason alone. Thank you so much, Martin Garcia. All right, so Martin, we got this labeled up for you. Thank you so much. Tommy's head has never looked clumpier, and I love it. Absolutely awesome. All right, so this was sent over by somebody who had a username, and I think it was Oivo Zed. So thank you so much. I hope I didn't butcher that, but we're gonna go ahead and just put Zed on it. I think that'd be perfect. Okay, so this one comes from an absolute legend in the channel. Thank you so much. This comes from McKenna, but not just McKenna, her lovely mom as well. So thank both of you guys so much. You got 2 letters in here, one from McKenna. McKenna's mom, who says that she actually found this at a yard sale. And then McKenna, who left a letter, said that it's become a competition between her and her mom to see who can find the coolest Nick/Cartoon Network stuff to send. So that is so awesome. Thank you guys both so much. I appreciate it so much, more than you guys ever know with all fan mail. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so first off here, we got a Jimmy Neutron watch. This is so cute that I want to literally implode. There is a little dog tag of Goddard on the watch, and you can swap out the different tags with Jimmy Peck or Jimmy and Goddard together, and it is metal too, so I'm sure if we get a new battery in there it would work, but I gotta keep this thing sealed. This is just too cool.
That's an insane find. We never find that here.
We never find watches, period. Yeah, like we would never find this here. Like that is so freaking true. We have the LED watch for Spongebob, but if you look at it, it's actually like a soccer theme, you know what I mean? So it's awesome, and it's got a light as well if we had the batteries in it. But not just that, dude, like look at that freaking West Coast Chopper 2008 text. Seriously, awesome. I love it so much. But my favorite one, we saw it in the main video, and I couldn't believe it, is this one, dude. I've never even heard of this brand, Nick Time. This watch is so cool because this is so Nickelodeon, man. It is a LED watch, of course, but more important than that is you have walking with you sound effects. You can cough, you can burp, you can fart, or you can snore. So like, you know, the snore is like, obviously, oh yeah, this teacher, absolute snooze fest. Barely see the projector, you just hit him with a I almost joked. And then next up, we got fart, you know, when your friend just bends over, you hit him with a and the burp, what would you use the burp for? Oh yeah, Mom, that spinach was delicious.
She's like, that was real.
And then the only one I can see is cough, maybe a dead joke. This is awesome, and I gotta say, McKenna's mom, if you got all three of these watches at a yard sale, that is seriously like a legendary moment. We would never find something like that. Maybe find one of these, and that would be like the big find of the day. You know, like to find three, insane. So then the next ones we got here, and this is the Patrick pop-ups candies. Oh, and she actually put a new popsicle in there for me. I don't know if it already came with it. We got the Chupa Chup, one of the few products around still today that throws a creative twist onto candy. You know, nowadays, pretty much want to push you your staples, you know, your Trolleys, your Snickers, but it's still cool when they can do something.
Just weird red candy.
What, Snickers?
No, like Trolleys, gummy worms, and then just chocolate.
That covers both. So we got the Patrick one right there. Okay, if these all have a new Chupa Chup in it, I'm gonna assume that she put those in there, and thank you so much. Oh yeah, there's no way that these came with a freaking Chupa Chup in all of them. So we have the magenta one right there. I love these so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see if we got some strawberry, but either way, we got the blue cherry Chupa Chup. Absolutely awesome. So we'll definitely add these. We do not have either of them. So we got that stuff, and this actually is for you, Parker. It says, sorry, Marcus, this is for Parker. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, dude, I know what that is.
Whoa, dude!
Wow.
This is the whole map. That is so cool.
This is insane. This is such a cool product, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kenna, I don't know what year this came out, but it is freaking dope. Thank you so much, McKenna and her mom. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that was amazing. So I don't know which stuff you found or your mom found, McKenna, but either way, you guys both did an amazing job. But we have this next stack right here as well. Oh, dude, this is awesome. Pencils for SpongeBob, but these are 2022. To be honest, I didn't even know they were still releasing like stationery stuff for SpongeBob. So thank you so much. This is awesome. Can't wait to label this and add it to the collection for sure. Now, this is something I hadn't even thought about, was Cartoon Network books. I know we have the Tiny Toons ones. I know Looney Tunes has some, but we got Ben 10 holographic text, which is so cool because that means this is an exclusive story of Ben 10 that would hopefully be exclusive to the books. Just absolutely awesome. Then, man, I want to get this one right here. It's got double negative with the negative Ben over here on the side as well. That's gonna be going in the Cartoon Network room for sure. Next up, we got some more of the Nickelodeon tattoos. Thank you so much, McKenna. And we got a Nick Zone book. I think we might have this one in the collection, but either way, if we do have it, we'll definitely swap this one out. And then we got the Jumbo coloring book, the gigantic coloring book. You guys did amazing, McKenna and Mom. Thank you guys so much. You guys are both amazing. I appreciate you so much. I don't know who found it, but if I were to pick my favorite item, I love all of them. I love every single thing so much, but I gotta say this was probably my favorite item. So whoever found that one, I don't want to say is the winner, but you guys both did an incredible job. This is my favorite thing. So cool, so unique. All of this amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, so all McKenna and her mom's watches, we got all of those tagged as well. They're all leashed on there because I did not want to put the stickers on those ones. All of the books though and the pencils, we get them labeled right inside, even on the activity books. Boom. So the next one came over from Barbaric Brandon. It is Dungeons and Dragons. I've never played this before, but that is so cool. I know it's kind of really popular ever since Stranger Things has kind of popped up. They played on the show. It did get a little bit damaged in the shipping. You know, classic Amazon. Thank you so much for sending this over, man. As you know, you're a legend. Thank you. You're always appreciated, and I can't wait to maybe check out some Dungeons and Dragons in my off time. Okay, so this next stuff came from Justin and Ray Galuciano. I hope I'm getting your name right. night. But they sent over the Shark Tale yo-yo. That must have been from the 2 weeks that Shark Tale had party supplies. And then we got a copy of Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventures Begin, starring Tim Allen. Okay, so Justin and Ray, we got both of yours labeled. I labeled one of the Shark Tale yo-yos. We of course got your VHS in here as well. Thank you so much, Justin and Ray. So this next one came from Victoria Hannah, and this is one I've been waiting for a long time. She told me on YouTube, she sent this over, and I was like, okay, hopefully that'd be cool. And that is the Spongebob piggy bank. We've had the Patrick one for quite some time, and I got this one on OfferUp like years and years ago. But if you see these little feet thing, like they come off really easily. Like even this one's coming off a little bit, and the same thing goes for this one because there is some damage, you guys can see, but we could replace these really easily. And as for that, we're not gonna put any money in there anyway, so that's all good. That is the duo right there, man. I've been waiting to put those two together, dude. Like this one just looks weird without this one, right?
True.
But you'll see me add this into the collection with this piggy bank for sure. We'll get both of them on there. Thank you so much, Victoria Hannah. I appreciate it, and thank you for shipping it well too, because it didn't even break on the way over here. Thank you. Okay, so we actually used the tag as a plug hole for the bottom, so we got Victoria's label on there. I appreciate it. Like I said, stick around. We'll add this to the collection at the end of the video. All right, and then another package from the legendary Zachary Smith was this Biggie Smalls Funko Pop, along with the Tupac Pop that I have inside right now. And I'm also gonna go, we're gonna label this one right now. Legendary Zachary Smith, thank you so much. Right there on the bottom, the notorious and also legendary Zachary Smith. Okay, so thank you so much, Zach. Let's get to the next one. Absolutely insane! This is also from Jason and Emma Jean, dude.
My goodness, they went off.
Yeah, they went off. They are insane. Thank you so much, Jason and Emma Jean. You guys are serious legends. So you already know I love these so much, dude. The freaking Lunchbox. I don't know where they got this Lunchbox at. This is the Camp Coral SpongeBob, and it says things go better with friends, which is absolutely true. That's like the embodiment of this channel. Absolutely awesome. This thing makes me so freaking hype. I can't wait to add this to the collection. Just really cool to see there's a modern day Lunchbox for SpongeBob. Not just the Lunchbox though, they went crazy again when it comes to media. Like we've got Scooby-Doo in the Arabian Nights, which is a movie, and I thought that was weird because, to be honest, whenever I see these cardboard covers, I always thought they were episodic like based episodes. Apparently you could also have full-blown movies on there. But my favorite DVD they sent, grossest Halloween ever. I absolutely love it. It's got 5 episodes from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Codename Kids Next Door, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, and I Am Weasel. All Halloween gross episodes. Favorite DVD from this lot. Thank you so much. Checking out the books here, we've got Belly Laughs from Bikini Bottom, Classroom Crack-Ups, which is another book. We have so many of these SpongeBob joke books. There are so many nautical nonsenses to be had when it comes to jokes. Who are the notorious criminals at the underwater FBI?
SpongeBob.
No, it's Plankton, and he's America's Most Wanted. Great illustrations in here as well. Thank you so much. I love these joke booklets. And then next up, we've got the Rugrats movie storybook, property of Miss Boyles. So it's a storyboard that goes through from the start to finish of the Rugrats movie, just kind of basically summarizing the whole thing. My favorite items are honestly the ones that come from schools. I don't know why, but there's something cooler about it being from a school, because it's like, how many people probably read this? How many kids were like, oh, this was their sweet retrieval? Next up, we've got Healthy Habits. This is an interesting one. What does this even pertain to? Wow, this is actually really incredible. I joke about it a lot about me eating unhealthy and drinking unhealthy things and stuff like that, but I do at the end of the day really try to take care of my health for the most part. But I feel like that was stuff that I had to learn as an adult. I wish I could have had a book like this, dude. Make a meal, draw your favorite healthy food items, and then it has recipes you could make with the SpongeBob characters, and then it's got some sports stuff as well to get out and get active. Super important to take care of yourself, so that way you can live a happy, healthy life, and we can enjoy all this stuff that we do as long as we can. Thank you so much for this one. Keep moving it on. We got a Garfield book right here. Garfield the Magician, coming straight out of Paws Incorporated, which was the company that owned Garfield for a long time. It was a dedicated company to owning Garfield, but Nickelodeon does own Paws Incorporated, and the company still does technically exist. And then next up, we got the best Bikini Bottom stories ever, which is a compilation of many different awesome SpongeBob books over the time. And finishing it up with a story reader book we do not have with Bad luck Gary, where he is featured right here as a black cat. Didn't read the whole thing, but honestly, I sometimes pause our production here for a little bit because I want to just see how this stuff ends. At the end here, they take all the cats away. They're trying to basically ditch them on the side of the road, and they're gonna walk 50 nautical miles back to Bikini Bottom, but they didn't realize that one of them is still following them the way back. So they didn't fix anything. Typical SpongeBob fashion. But absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and label all this stuff for Jason and Emma Jean. Okay, so we got all of these labeled. We're gonna put them all on the inside tabs, I believe, right? Yeah, so right here we got it. And for the DVDs, we put them right here on the back. So thank you so much on those. And for this amazing lunchbox, I went ahead and added it right here on the top. Okay, we have the last one for this episode. And there's 2 more episodes coming out after this that are on 2 dedicated boxes because they were so big. Like I said, we couldn't do it in one video. So they're gonna have their own box videos. So make sure you're subscribed and post notifications are on for that. But this comes from Jonathan and Julian. Thank you so much, Jonathan and Julian. I love the card, appreciate it so much, and thank you guys for watching. But they sent a SpongeBob maze booklet. They sent a, wow, I don't think we have this one, Fun Activity Underwater World. Ah, man, these books for SpongeBob are getting really good. This is amazing. They're just showing you the real life equivalents of the characters in the show with the breakdown about sea stars. Some of these are better than the books we had as kids. So cool. And then, oh, we got some Scoob Band-Aids. I could use that right now. I cut my finger the other day. I could use those. Then we've got some bubbles from Blue's Clues. We got a Peppa Pig box with activity stuff. We got some Groot stickers. And we got a Daphne bendable figure, which is another like unique item I just haven't seen before. Like, thank you so much. And we got a pack of 3 additional Pokemon cards. I'm gonna go ahead and keep those guys sealed. Thank you so much, Jonathan and Julian. You guys are all amazing. That is actually it for this episode of Comfort Cartoon Community Fan Mail. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna be able to add all of this amazing stuff to the collection, but seriously, thank every single one of you guys so much for everything you guys have done for me, everything you guys say and do online. You guys are the best, and I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys want to send something for the next one, you still have a little bit of time, maybe 2 to 3 weeks before we start that next one, so make sure you guys send it if you haven't already, or if you're waiting to, now's the perfect time. But again, stick around so we can add all this stuff to the collection, but you know the drill. Scan it! Okay guys, so we're adding everything to the collection. We actually had to wait till the next day because there was so much stuff and I wanted to do this right. So we got all these coloring books right here. We're gonna add all those straight into the shelf right over here in this section. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, so let's go ahead and add these ones in here. We gotta do the skinny ones in the back here. I love these Healthy Habits ones. I just can't wait to start reading through all these. And then we got one big thick one right over here. And all of this is coloring books that are all no duplicates coloring books. Unbelievable. Thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and add the next section. This is gonna be our SpongeBob like mid-sized books, which are all over here. We got Naughty Nautical Neighbors, we got Sandy's Rocket. I'm gonna go ahead and add the hall monitor in with this one because it's kind of in the same set. And they're actually, both these two are actually written and illustrated by the same people, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and add them in there. Boom. And then right over here we have the different joke books, trivia books. This one is super good. This is all gonna be added in there. Just so many awesome informational books on Bikini Bottom and different jokes about Bikini Bottom. So let's go ahead and put those all in there too. This is my favorite section as of right now. These are like the full story ones that are just really detailed, along with the joke books. And then we got the Nick Zone book and the best of Bikini Bottom stories. And then we got our Nick Jr. books. So let's go ahead and add all these to the shelf, including the Spanish Blues Clues. Okay, added those in, boom, in the collection. Then we have these like spiral booklets that I'm not really sure what set they go to, but we do have this one that is a immediate reader for Fisher Price. It has something similar, so we'll put those all together right there. And then we have the tattoos, and we have these big jumbo Rugrats books, which these ones are gonna have to go over here on this side with all of our other longer books, because these ones all have a bit of length to them and are a bit wide like that, so we'll put that there. And then the tattoos, we're gonna go ahead and just throw into the document folder. Why not? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here with all of our other Nickelodeon office supplies, and we got tons of stuff in here.
Okay, it's just a ghost.
Yeah, it's just a demon.
You know how I feel about floating shopping lists.
You know how I feel about demons. But let's go ahead and add this in there. Stick and stack stickers. Like I said, guys, we got freaking loaded with Nickelodeon office supplies. So let's go ahead and add that in there. Okay, so the Rugrats comic book, we're gonna go ahead and add this to one of our document folders. And I'm working on getting a filing cabinet right now, guys. It's just kind of hard to find one that's like the right size and also one that I can pick up. But we got the Rugrats one in there. Can't wait to get that filing cabinet so we can get more and more room for documents, because man, this thing is getting pretty full. Look at that little center spot that's left. Not much room. So put that right in there. And then next up, we got this one, the one that Fausto sent, the Rugrats in Paris, the movie, official magazine. And we got his letter with the picture of Kmart, you know, when they cleaned up the whole store. So I gotta put that inside of one of these as well. Let's go ahead and add that in there. Okay, and the Backyardigans CD, I'm gonna go ahead and add in there too, just because this is really cool. It's promotional for when the show was first coming out. And not just that, I mean, although I do love the Backyardigans, I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna be bopping this in here with the jellyfish jam going, but it is really, really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the documents folder. And then for the party banner that was actually in Kmart too, I'm actually just gonna add this one to our Spongebob the Broadway show beach ball. Since this is something we're not really necessarily worried about it getting too wrinkled anyway, just to preserve space. So the Spongebob piggy bank that Victoria sent is gonna go right here. I think they look awesome together, dude. That is what I've always been waiting for since I got that one. So thank you so much, Victoria. And the munchkins that Fausto sent, I put right here. So thank you so much, man. Absolute legend and a true friend. Like I said, thank you. I appreciate it so much. Gonna have that right there on the bookshelf for you. So both of you guys will always see it in the background, and just such awesome pieces to be able to add. Thank you. And for the Spongebob lunchbox, I went ahead and added it right here. We have it, the Camp Coral one. And the reason why it's in here kind of like they're all sideways right now is because I'm waiting for our plush baskets to be going up. I showed you guys the spot where we're going to be putting up the plush baskets soon. So all these plushies are going to be removed, and this whole bottom shelf is going to be dedicated to lunchboxes, because that is something I want to expand the most in the collection. I just think the lunchboxes are awesome, and as I said in the video, one of my favorite things to collect. So for the DVD stuff, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the Rugrats the movie soundtrack into here, because this is like a mixed media bin for right now. As you guys know, everything's a work in progress. And we're also going to add this season 1 volume 1 disc 1, just because we technically do have that in the 100 disc DVD. So we're gonna put this down in here. And in addition, Triton's Revenge. Dude, this is seriously one of my favorite purchases ever. That is too cool, man. And Las Tortugas is going in here with the expanded DVDs. These are all the DVDs that are live action right here. So adding TMNT in there. Boom, got it in there. And then we have the Hey Arnold complete series right here, which is awesome. But now we have the ultimate collection, man. I mean, we actually technically have the movie in this too, but this just looks sick. All this Hey Arnold. So glad to have this in the collection. This is definitely my favorite one. Thank you so much for sending this over, Elizabeth. I really appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and put blue back, and then let's move on to the next section. Thank you so much to everybody that sent something in the media section. Okay, so the SpongeBob Lego figures I put right here next to the spatula. I don't know, it just kind of gives me that same like metallic kind of vibe, so I thought that'd look good there. And then the Karate Chopper SpongeBob I put here because this kind of has like some SpongeBob sports related stuff in here, along with this stuff kind of being the transition between like the late 2000s to the modern era. So I think this is perfect because he actually lands somewhere in the middle of those two, like 2010, I believe. I could be wrong, but awesome figure to add to the collection. And like I said, I've never seen that one before in person, so thank you so much, Eddie, for sending this. All right, Christian, you did it. You did it. You're the first person to successfully make me put something Paw Patrol on display.
Does that make him cool?
Yeah, I guess it does. Only because he's so cool. Literally every item this Paw Patrol has been hidden. I'm sorry, McKenna, but you got tons of stuff in the room, okay? But we had to hide that one. But he's actually gonna make it. I'm gonna be putting him right here because like I said, soon we're gonna be expanding the entire plushie section. We're gonna have a lot more room for plush. So he can stay there in a small temporary lease until he gets moved over to the top, okay? Okay, and for the card, the pencils, and also the dice and pen, I'm gonna go ahead and be putting the pen to the side because this is going on our pen board that we're working on. This is all gonna be going in our stationery stuff, which is also in this shelf. Okay, and I went ahead and added blue up here just because those things are so tiny, I don't want them to like tip over. So I added just blue, and then we added the Peppa activity coloring book right here. It's our little Peppa section that's slowly gathering. Okay, and one of my favorite sections that's growing is the Jimmy Neutron and SpongeBob SquarePants like blister section. We got the Jimmy Neutron Neutron yo-yo ball, along with the Jimmy Neutron watch, along with the Nick Time watch, and the SpongeBob figure, and the SpongeBob watch. What I'm working on getting on very, very soon, because we have a lot of room over on this side of the room in particular, but we're gonna be doing another cork boarding, something similar to this. And you know at Target how they have those little like stems that come out of the wall so they can hang blisters?
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're gonna have some of those, so that way we can keep like all the Jimmy Neutron in one little blister section, all the SpongeBob in one little blister section.
I see what's going on here. You want to open up a Target.
I want to have as much space efficiency as them, that's for damn sure. So I think that'll be absolutely awesome. We'll have like our own little store section of just Nickelodeon stuff from different eras on blisters. And I think that's the best way to conserve space. You know, what do you do when you need more space? You go outward or upward. Those are the only options. Just look at New York City. They've been making real estate on layers for years. Alright guys, so that is actually it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure you guys smack that like button. I had so much fun. And again, thank you guys all so much. Again, if you want to send fan mail, the address is on screen. And if you aren't already following me on whatnot, do not miss the next auction. It's going to be on April 30th. I do not want you guys to miss it. I can't wait to see you guys there. And also check out this video on your screen right here, which is the last video on this channel. I know you're going to love it. I'll see you guys over there. And as always, Rep Pack, I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios. Bloop.